God of hosts.
This is why we in captivity today. This is why we are being killed in the streets today. Persecuted, last high, first five. This is why we can't get that done as a nation, because we are breaking God's law. He said captivity. Over there in Libya, who they selling over there in Libya? Israelites. Slavery. Because we breaking these laws. And I haven't heard no preacher get on TV and say, look, these people need to turn back to Israel. Turn back to the law. Tell them who they are in the scriptures. This is the only way you're going to help them. He said, I'll be a what to your enemy land? A little sanctuary. This is what he's telling us, how we can get our protection. But our protection ain't fun to most people. Let's go to Colossians chapter 2. These weapons of warfare right here. These some trying times of the year. Like I said, Satan don't play fair now. He give you a lot of good things. It make you feel good. These people gonna get mad at you because you keeping the Lord's law. Man, you crazy. You realize your destination if you don't repent? The lake that filled with fire. Don't let nobody take your salvation from you. Don't let nobody make you feel bad because you're keeping these holy days. Don't let nobody do that to you. And this is the reason why. Verse 16.
Chapter 2.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 16. Go ahead.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink, or in respect of an holy day,
Yes, sir.
or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath day.
God talking to Israel. Israel, us. He ain't talking about them other nations. They'll tell you, oh, Jeff, you can't judge me. Look, he said meat, drink of holy day, or new moon. I said, what new moon you recognizing? I don't know what's that. What Sabbath you recognizing? Oh, that's Sunday. No, that's not. What holy days you recognizing? Christmas. That ain't no holy day in God's book. Don't let nobody judge you for doing right. Forget that. Very few gonna make this, y'all. Very few. If you're looking for a whole big crowd, you're looking in the wrong spot. Very few gonna make the cut. Very few, according to the nation. We compare ourselves to the nation, we're very small. Go ahead.
Which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Christ.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Let no man beguile you of your reward in a voluntary humility and worshiping of angels.
He said, let no man beguile you or trick you of your reward in humility and worshiping an angel. Who gave him January 1? Satan. Is he an angel? He's an archangel. He was the one that sent up there in Gabriel's spot. He was the Holy Spirit back then, before God kicked this behind out. Well, nobody beautiful than he is. Stop looking at these pictures on cartoon things, Satan ugly. He's the most beautiful thing you ever seen. That's why God had to put him on the chains of darkness so you can't see him. Because he know Israel, so I look good. They're going to go with it. That's why Jesus could roam around, because he would look calmly. When they came to try to take him to be crucified, he looked just like his brothers. Judas had to kiss him for them to know who he was.
That's right.
He wasn't this man that looked beautiful. This is why people try to paint that Michelangelo picture. You know that thing ain't false anyway. You finished with that?
We didn't finish this verse.
Go ahead.
Let
over 18.
Yes, sir. Let no man beguile you of your reward in a voluntary humility and worshiping of angels.
They show worshiping him now. January 1. Watchnight. Watching tomorrow night, Sunday night. Go ahead.
Intruded into those things which he has not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshly mind. You
know how they puffed up? What y'all church doing over there? Y'all ain't doing that. They got y'all in that barbershop smelling like hair tonic. Come on to my church over here. We got a nice spot, sit in the balcony. We got to play for the children. You got to worry about your children. We got all this stuff for y'all to do. We got more than one bathroom. You know, Israel think crazy now. This is how they be concerned about such stuff. How I know? Because that's how we try to pick a church when we first started going to church. Because we had kids. We like, man, I want to do that. They got a daycare. We weren't worried about the word of God. We were worried they got a daycare. So we can put them jokers in daycare so we can listen to the word. I'm talking from experience. I've been in them churches since I was 13, 14 years old. I know what I'm talking about. I know they doctrine like the back of my hand. That's why they can't get over on me. I was in it. Let's go to John chapter 17. See, a lot of us have a problem with the truth. You can't have a problem with the truth. You can't be. And God puts us in this world to be tested. He wants to know, are you a wimp or you a soldier for the Lord? A lot of us wimps, man. A lot of us. One little sign of pain, one little sign of it didn't go right. You want to turn your back on him. That's the worst thing you can do. The worst. For a little fun. We training right now. This is the battleground. We training. Oh, he got me this time. Okay. Well, all right, I got to bounce back next time to get him this time. You go through these ups and downs. In a marriage, you go through ups and downs. In a relationship, you can go ups and downs. In every situation in your job, you go ups and downs. If you just lose it on the job and just go ham on everybody, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get fired. Just like God, if you lose it on him, you lose this word, you're going to get fired in that lake of fire. Don't lose it. Learn how to roll with the punches. You might get knocked down this time. Come back. Come back. God gonna tell you right here. John chapter 17 and verse 14. You don't need to be completely separated from the world. We need to know how to handle ourselves in the world. We need to know how to handle ourselves. Jesus is gonna tell you right here. Go ahead, 14.
I have given them thy word, and the world has hated them.
Yes, sir.
Because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
So get used to them hating you. What did he just say right here? The world gonna hate you. So if they like you, guess what? You ain't saying nothing about the word of God. If they want to be around you all the time, because my circle is very, very small. Very. I done got used to it. I've got my focus on this word right here. I can't save nobody, they can't save me. I got to save myself, they got to save themselves. Go ahead.
I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world.
What Jesus said, he don't want to take you out of the world. He want to see can you function in distress. He want to see can you function in the time of pain. He got the battle test and you see if you're going to fold like the rest don't fold. Understand what's at stake here. Godship. That's what he's going to give you. So he got to make sure he don't make a mistake. You got to be proven to him. I got to be proven. Go ahead.
I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
How you going to keep you from the evil? Knowledge. Action. When you got knowledge, don't go about sin. Don't sit up there and let somebody persuade you to sin. You know what this book says about sin. Go ahead.
16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Yes, sir.
Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
That's what he's saying. Sanctify means set yourself apart from your friends by the truth. You'll find out you ain't got no friends. If you put the truth on, you ain't got no friends. If you want to roll with God, this is how you got to sanctify. That's it. Sanctify me, set apart. Let me see who gonna roll with me. See who gonna come here on Saturday. Oh, all my friends ain't here. Let's see who gonna come with me on the Passover. Oh, I look right here, the people I call friends ain't here. I'm sanctified. So that circle is very small. Don't be a person who always want to be clingy to people. Clingy. You got to have somebody with you just to do it. You ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it if I do that. You ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you, you got to be able to stand on this island and stand up for God's word. Period. Don't be here in this word, in this church saying, cause my mama made me come, my daddy made me come, my granddaddy, my sister, my brother, whoever, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. Be here for you. Cause that nigga fire is hot, y'all. Very hot. Go ahead.
As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world.
Yes, sir.
And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth.
This is how you save yourself. Through the truth. Through the truth. Ain't no if and buts about it. If you ain't got no truth in your brain, you can't save yourself. I can't save myself. Period. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32. We got one more after this one. Deuteronomy chapter 32. Let me show y'all how God deals with people, with his people, when they forget about God. See, a lot of us ain't never had that. You got to be careful when you get something. Whether it be money, whether it be materialistic stuff, whether it be everything, some of your desire, you got to be real careful with that, because some people will turn their back on God for this materialistic stuff. They will turn their back. You got to be very careful because Israel is the leading example for turning their back against God for just because they got something. That stuff can be wiped away from you so quick. They came on Israel in 7 AD, but it was at the top of the food chain. Before you know it, it was in slavery.
That's right.
Got to be careful. Don't let people persuade you to this Watchnight service. Don't let them take your word from you. Don't let them take your word from you from any of these evil paganized holidays. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Go ahead.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
He wants us to remember. How do we remember? We read. We read about Israel. We find about their mistakes. We find out what they did good, so we can use that in our day-to-day walk. These scriptures are put here for an example, so we can learn what to do and learn what not to do. Go ahead.
Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
Yes, sir.
Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
And Israel, that's a very important job there. Ask your father, ask your elders, and they will show thee. If somebody asks you about the children of Israel, can you show them? That's what you got to be able to do, show them. Go ahead.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
Yes, sir.
When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
That's why everything we have is being set by the children of Israel. You have 12 hours in a day. You have 12 superior court judges. This is why it all set by Israel. You have 12 months out the year from the children of Israel. You got the 24 elders. Everything, understand that the government that they have today is a counterfeit. Satan's sitting on top of this government of the world. He copycatted everything God set up and he turned it his way. Just like I told you, January 1 is nothing but the first new moon. Celebrate. We find out when the new moon is and we count in 14 days so we won't miss it. They January 1 started saying January. They already know when this thing started. But most of Israel, we don't know. Well, listen to what he's saying right here. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob was his apple of his eye, meaning that the children of Israel were the apple, like they were the top of the food chain. He loved so much. Go ahead.
He found him in a desert land, and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about.
Yes, sir. Take your time. You ain't got nowhere to go, do you?
No, sir.
All right.
He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye.
You see how God looks at Israel? Through Jacob, our father. He's the apple of our eye. He's the apple of God's eye. Then he got children that follow him. We're special people, man. If we just get into it. Jump down to verse 12. But you know Israel, we do some crazy stuff. Go ahead.
So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him.
There was no what?
Strange God.
We got them all around here today. Santa Claus, Janus, Easter Bunny, Tammuz, Moloch. You got all these different Sigaramus, Astarte, all these strange gods that most of the world know about, but they don't know about the God of Israel, of his holy day, of his holy year. They don't know this. Go ahead.
He made him ride on the high places of the earth,
Yes, sir.
that he might eat the increase of the field.
I told y'all we was on the top of the food chain. Everybody looked at us being great. Everybody wanted to be around us. Our forefather Solomon was the smartest and richest guy in the world. Bill Gates couldn't even hold a candle to him. He poor compared to Solomon.
Wow.
Go ahead, brother.
And he made him to suck honey out of the rock,
Yes, sir.
and oil out of the flinty rock.
Jump down to verse 15. Just get into what Israel, when they get something, that's why I tell you, when you get the materialistic stuff, don't be so fixated on that object or that thing. We start serving the thing more than we start serving the Creator. Go ahead.
But Jeshurun
is Israel.
wax fat,
Got fat
and kick.
and kick. Go ahead.
Thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
This is what people doing today. I got money, so they ain't worried about nothing. They got cars, they got clothes, they got all this stuff in the world. They ain't thinking about God. Man, get out of here with that. I ain't thinking about no God. I got money. I got stocks. I ride around Mercedes. I got a two-story house. This ain't me now. I'm talking about people, how they say these things. They wax fat. And Israel is at the top of the food chain when they are doing this. Go ahead.
17.
Yes, sir.
They sacrificed unto devils.
Verse 16.
16, I'm sorry. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations provoked they him to anger.
What are you doing today, January 1? What are you doing? You out there partying with your family? Y'all counting down? Celebrate. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Ain't happy nothing. Nothing. New Year ain't started for me. Nothing. You provoking God to anger when you co-signing with them. Just so they won't say you was weird. Why you didn't tell me Happy New Year? Because you a devil for following that. That's what I want to say, but I ain't going to say that. Go ahead. Provoking God to jealousy. He don't want nothing over him.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to God.
Yes, sir.
To gods whom they knew not. To new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
Our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob didn't know about these gods. They didn't know about this stuff they're doing today. They don't know about January 1. Watchnight. What we doing it for the kids, Jeff? God killed kids too. You better get with it. Go ahead.
Of the rock that begot thee,
Uh-huh.
thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee.
What he said, that rock that followed who in the wilderness? That rock was who? Christ. This is what he telling you, Red. That rock. Jesus. Go ahead.
And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them.
Abhorred me, he hated them for this. Hated. Go ahead.
Because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
That's why we got a big responsibility. Not to make our kids happy, but to tell them what thus saith the Lord. This is why we're doing this. Because I'm trying to save your soul. Excuse me, I'm trying to help you save your soul. Through the knowledge that I have from this book. You got way more than you now. You got these little kids that you raising up. You got kids in the house. You can't sit up here and be playing with their emotions. Like you don't want to make them feel sad for not sinning. Make them feel sad for sinning. But go ahead. I'm getting crossed over a little bit. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith.
Who that is today? Israel. Forward. They out there in the world just showing their behind, shaking their behind on, talking loud and wearing their, sagging their pants. Just don't care. The elderly people being in line, they in front of the person in the checkout line with their pants sagging. Don't even care. Don't even care at all. Forward generation. Have no faith in this book. None whatsoever. They think it's a fairy tale book. Go ahead.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
Who's that nation above? The Gentiles. He provoking us to anger through them. Why they getting out? Their little son go rape a girl, he get 3 months. Your son get 15 years. Same crime. They doing this all day, every day. Their nation get off with a slap on the wrist. This is what's going down. God said, I will provoke you to jealousy through that nation. That nation is over us. They're over the whole world, the Gentiles. This is why they're getting off. I don't get mad with the white man no more. Because God put this punishment on us. I don't get mad with him. I used to be frustrated, like, man, that messed up, man. Boy, all them black Eric Gunn and all them people get killed. Ain't none of them went to jail. Ain't none of them. Trayvon Martin, all of them, they got off. We understand now. This nation right here, it's over us. Go ahead.
22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger.
Yes, sir.
And shall burn unto the lowest hell.
Yes, sir.
And shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
That's going to happen. When he bringing the hellfire down from heaven, them out there army try to come up against God, he's going to set this whole earth on fire and purify it. Go ahead.
I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spin mine arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger, and devoured with burning heat.
Yes, sir.
And with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents of the dust.
This is what happened to Israel. Everything attacking us. From these people in the world, even the animals. This is what God said, I'm going to send this. And people said, oh man, that little kid should have got mauled by that dog and died. God sent that to that little kid. He said that. Through the animals. Go ahead.
The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs.
You know who the suckling are? The kids.
Right.
The young folks and the old people with gray hair. He done this, God Stop thinking that the white man do this. He did it because what? We breaking the law. We remember some other God, January 1, because they having fun. You finished with that one?
Yes, sir. You want to drop number 36?
Yeah, 36. Let me show y'all who doing this. Go ahead.
For the Lord shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left.
And y'all know how God judges his people? When we break the law, God said, I'll punish my nation 7 times more. This is what he's talking about. With the other nation, they get a slap on the wrist. Your kid get 15 years of probation or life in prison. This is what they're doing. Go ahead.
And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted?
Yeah. Where they at? Where they at? They trusting that money. They trusting that car. They trusting all that stuff that Satan gave them. But he stripped them in a twinkling of an eye. Wow. Stripped them that quick. That's why I tell y'all, don't have your faith in this materialistic stuff. Keep your eyes in the book. Keep your faith on God. Because once he stripped it away, you heard what Job told his wife, you talk like a foolish woman, think I'm going to turn my back on God.
That's right.
That's with anybody. Even with Abigail and Nabal. Same thing. She went up there and met David. So she can stop, so she can save her city. It worked both ways. Go ahead.
38. Which did eat the fat of their sacrifices.
Go ahead.
And drank the wine of their drink offering. Let them rise up and help you and be your protection.
You see what God said? He being funny right here now. All that stuff you trusted in, your job, that 40-hour check, that 30-hour check, you trusted so much in that money that you want protection from it.
That's right. Amen.
God said, I'm going to strike you with an illness in your body, you can't work. Said, I'm going to take that job away from you, you can't work. What you got then? You trusting all this, in this materialistic stuff. Trust in him, not this materialistic stuff. Israel wax fat. They get fat and they forget. They get fat, they got some new clothes, new shoes, they looking good, got a little money in the bank. Oh man, I don't need that. I can do whatever I want to do. I write my own ticket. Okay? Keep talking that big talk. But your ticket better be in this book. Let's see who's gonna kill him. Go ahead.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
What? The Lord kill? Yeah, he kill. And he make alive. Go ahead.
Come on. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Can't nobody get out of the hands of God.
That's plain enough.
Plain. Plain. You sitting up there, my mom used to always say, I'm praying for you, I'm standing in the gap for you. Once I started learning these scriptures, I said, Mama, you can't pray enough for me to get me out of God's own way if I'm doing wrong. Only thing you do is just try to instruct me. If he want me, he gonna get me. Last one. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Please don't let nobody take your crown away from you or persuade you to do this sin. You still talking about January 1. Watchnight. Crazy jokers inside the church are watching for anyway. All they want to be is entertained. Entertainment. I want to be entertained. I want somebody to make me laugh. I want to sit around people. Go to a movie. Entertain yourself. Find other ways to entertain yourself besides sin. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Don't let nobody take your crown now. Crown of salvation. Satan watching now. Go ahead.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Yes, sir.
I also would keep thee from the hour of temptation.
How do you keep the word of his patience? Once you come up against sin, you did what Jesus did when he was tempted by Satan. It was written. You quote the scriptures. But if you dumb in the scriptures, you can't quote nothing. Next, you're going to go off emotions and feelings. You're going to get in your feelings. I've been there, I do that. Then I have to calm myself down. Hold up. No, calm myself down. Everybody get to that point. Don't think you're going to be perfect. He said, I'm going to deliver you in your hour of temptation. Focus on me, which is God. Go ahead.
From the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world,
Yes, sir.
to try them that dwell upon the earth.